the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Pepsi Center as the Nuggets look how it's ended up. Well, guys, he's definitely on an upward trajectory, DA. Thank you. And kind of rare, a battle of the pivot men tonight, Clark. What are some of the traditional things a center you think can still do to help his team win in this era of basketball?
Well, I think there are a number of things. One, you think about taking up space at both ends, being a rim protector defensively, and also quarterbacking the defense from behind the perimeter defenders is one way. And then on the offensive end, banging that glass, setting solid screens, again, using size to take up space and put pressure on the defense.
There'll always be room for the big man in this game, though, don't you think?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. His role changes, what all he does changes, but some of the basics never go out of style.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. C.J. McCollum out there with Mitchell. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Here's McCollum over Simmons. Again, McCollum missing. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. McCollum against Harris. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Mitchell. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Harris finds Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Can't hit the short-range fadeaway.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
Mitchell against Simmons. Mitchell passes to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Inside, here's Harris. Rebound by Nurkic. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Mitchell. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McCollum, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Love once had a 30-30 game as a member of the Timberwolves. The guy is a force.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Simmons against Mitchell. And Nurkic has it in the corner. It's good. This game is all even. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night. It's all tied in Denver. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Andrew Wiggins, C.J. McCollum out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Nurkic in its center. Here's Oladipo, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the way Oladipo handles himself from inside is commendable. I mean, actually, it's tremendous. He does a nice job utilizing the strength that he has.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
And this Timberwolves team, so fun to watch.
I agree. All-star talent on the rise, athleticism, and they can light it up too. Yeah, fun group.
And they pick up two.
Oh, I like that effort from Andrew Wiggins there, doing a nice job on the offensive glass.
The Nuggets trail. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside for Simmons. Oladipo outside. Off target from three-point range. Mitchell passes to Morris. Good.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
Here's Simmons, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making thanks to his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame.
Ben Simmons, such a force when catching the ball, moving at the rim. But you know, Clark, he can get there on his own just as well.
Yeah, he's got a great knack for being able to get where he wants to with the ball. His size and strength and agility certainly help him. And he understands angles. This guy is just a jump shot away from being virtually unguardable, in my opinion.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. McCollum finds Nurkic. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Love. Mitchell passes to Nurkic. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And Simmons kicks to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot high post. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Simmons against Mitchell. 26 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nurkic, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. To the paint. Here's Love. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. And, Kenny, what did you... And that'll do.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Victor Oladipo is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Harris. Then it's Simmons. And it's Love in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. To the middle, here's Ingles, and the layup's good off the glass. Ingles has got his second bucket tonight. One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think it's part of the language of the game now where it's more prevalent.
Mitchell against Simmons. From the top of the key, and it's Mitchell missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
For the tie, and Simmons with the layup. Simmons got it all tied up now for Denver.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Feeds it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Pulls up. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Love in the post, working on Nurkic. Love kicks to Oladipo. Over Wiggins. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota now the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
A main area of emphasis for Wiggins moving forward has to keep knocking it down from the mid-range.
And the Denver Nuggets, you look at their improvement last year, Clark, especially on their home court.
Yeah, you know, they owned the NBA's 4th best home record last season, Kevin. Went 31-10, and, you know, some of it obviously is the altitude, but also when you've got younger players, they play better at home because they're not quite emotionally mature enough to be consistent on the road yet.
Nurkic kicks to Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
In the corner, it's Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Morris has got 9.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Oladipo against Morris. Oladipo dishes to Simmons. Pass to Love. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wiggins with it. Mitchell left side. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. Minnesota. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Marcus Morris. Donovan Mitchell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Mitchell passes to Nurkic. Basket good. Nurkic has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. The Nuggets trail by 7. Simmons finds Ingles. Mitchell against Simmons. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Love missing.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Nurkic can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Ingles. And he banks in the layup.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
The feed to Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Love. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And Oladipo kicks to Simmons. This is to Love. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Mitchell kicks to Nurkic. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 5. Down low and stolen by Wiggins. To the inside, Mitchell. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Oladipo dishes to Love. Back to Oladipo. Clock at 6. Misses off the left iron.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Nurkic the pass to Morris. Good work there as it goes. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Here's Oladipo. Wiggins with some nice D.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
The pass to Nurkic. They double him with Love. Nurkic can't hit.
And, you know, the defense was probably in the C-plus range there. I mean, I'm sure he feels like that's one he should have made, that layup.
Harris, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Wiggins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really good job of working the interior. You got to work it. You got to work it a bit. Wiggins attacking is able to draw the foul.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 10. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Nelson, guarded closely. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.